All right, hello, hello. Nobody's on yet. Cool. All right, read a little news here. If anybody wants to join, they can. See if I can get this figured out. It's been a hot damn minute. There you go. Hey, boo boo. Let's read about this Hezbollah pager thing, because my first thought was, what the hell? Like a pager? My second thought was, how the hell did they blow them up? Some chill hop going. The hell do you just press play? That's all I want. Fuck's sakes. Alright, hopefully that's not too loud. Shit. I gotta look at that today. Alright, let's see here. What's up, Unsafe? How are you? Let me know if that music's too loud. It's always kind of hard for me to tell. Morning, about to drive to a regular doctor. Hope it's just a checkup, my man. Good luck. Afterwards, I'm going to prescribe 3 fingers of 10-year-old bourbon. Alright, so I was just looking, just want to hop on for a little bit. Got some time to read some news, so I thought I'd stream since I'm actually working from home today. I've already been working, but I wanted to take a little break. So, here we go. Alright, I'll turn that down just a touch. There. Just a little background noise there. Alright, so I started looking at this pager blowing up shizzle because I didn't hear about it for the longest time yesterday because I was just wrapped up in work stuff. But when I did see people starting to talk about it, at first I was like, is pager a person or slang for something? I did not honestly think like old school pagers. And then of course I read about it and actually saw the the chat stuff going on in Jerry's Discord. And sure enough, it's old school pagers. And then my second thought was, well, how the hell did they blow them up? Like, I know I've seen a lot of crazy hacking stuff where they overtax the electric system somehow, cause the batteries to swell up. And then I was thinking, well, maybe that's it. And it's just, the news being the news and putting some extra hyperbole on it, saying it's blowing them up. So the first several news stories I looked at did not elaborate on how they blew them up. It just said blew them up. So it turns out it was a supply chain attack, which is it's so hot right now. The supply chain attacks so hot. So it makes sense. Very sophisticated as far as planning and execution goes, in my opinion. And from what I can tell, they wanted to they did not want to exercise this option this early. It was supposed to have been a coordinated attack with an all-out ground assault of some sort, I believe, but they got wind that Hezbollah was either starting to discover it or there was rumors that they were going to discover it somehow. I don't know. I think they got spooked and said, well, it's a use it or lose it situation. So they used it. And again, very, I'm going to say, well planned as far as how it was implemented. It's fascinating to me because not only did it involve a supply chain attack, they also had programmed them to get their attention. So I guess, page them. And then there was a delay to give them time to get the pager out of their pocket, unclipped from whatever, put it in their hand and look at it so it's in front of their face, and then it exploded. So that's just amazing. I mean, crazy. What's the latest count? So like 9 dead and a few thousand injured? Let's see, yeah, 3,000 pages. I'm looking through here now. I know your audio only because you're driving, but I'm looking at an AP article now. Southern Beirut suburb primarily, and in Bekaa region, I think that's how you say that, of eastern Lebanon. Excuse me. I live in the Nashville area. We have a small city suburb here called Lebanon. That's how you say that here. I grew up in southeast Missouri. We also have a Haiti, but there it is pronounced Haiti. So hard for me to get that southern slang out of my vernacular whenever I'm talking about the countries. All right, let's see if we can get some numbers here. So I want to know also. Okay, here we go. So at least 9 people were killed, including an 8-year-old girl. So I'm curious how that happened. Did she have the pager, or was like the dad holding her or something like that? I don't know. Some 2,750 were wounded, 200 of them critically by the explosion. So this is one of those things where it's like, screw it, we don't care about the collateral damage here. It's worth it to us to get these baddies out, which is bonkers. Um, so 8 of the 9 dead did belong to Hezbollah. Group issued a statement confirming at least 2 members were killed in the pager bombings. Goddamn, 2024, and we're gonna call it the pager bombings. It's just bonkers. What's next? We're gonna program rotary phones to chop off fingers when they're being used. So also, I'm trying to peruse this article to see if there's any risk of these pagers having gotten out in the wild outside of the intended audience. That'd be a bit concerning. That's a good point. Unsafe. That you think they were trying to maybe map their network or see how well they had mapped it previously? Could be. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna go back see if there's any updated. An hour ago, Hezbollah vows retaliation. This is from CNN. Please don't have a video start playing. Alright. Okay, so this one's updated an hour ago, and it says at least 12 people were killed, including an 8-year-old girl, and 2,800 wounded. Joint operation between Mossad and the Israeli military. Those are kind of indistinguishable a little bit, though, aren't they? Lebanese government condemned the attack as criminal Israeli aggression. And I bet Israel is just almost in tears over that condemnation. Alright, here we go. Israel planted the explosives next to the battery in each pager, as well as a detonation switch. There's a hyperlink to a little bit more about it. I want to read that. That's just from a technological and logistics perspective. It's just very fascinating. Hundreds of pagers carried by... Hold on a second. Let me check this message. I'm still monitoring work stuff as well. No, alright. Shit, did I post in the Discord that I was streaming in case anybody else wants to join? I can't remember. Yeah, I put it in the Shill Your Shit. Alright. I'll put it in there real quick. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. Alright, where were we here? Alright, hundreds of pages carried by Alright, I want to see more about the logistics behind this supply chain attack. Ooh, here's a good picture of one that blued up. So Hezbollah has a long touted secrecy as a cornerstone of its military strategy, forging high-tech devices to avoid foregoing. Excuse me, not forging, foregoing. How did the pagers explode? And this is what I want right here. All right, so Gold Apollo was the manufacturer in Taiwan. A switch was embedded to detonate them remotely. Okay, so I don't know how they coordinated with them though. Multiple photos from Lebanon on social media appear to show damaged Gold Apollo pagers. I'm gonna go back over the picture. Okay, yeah, you can see distributor gold. Alright. CNN cannot geolocate the images from social media, but has verified they were published on Tuesday, same day as explosions. At least one pager shown in the images was a Gold Apollo AR-924 model. Oh shit, an AR style. Oh, see if we got a caller here. Stand by. Caller, go ahead.
Shadow stream. We're shadow streaming. It's a shadow stream. We're shadow streaming.
Trying to. What's up?
I just got done doing some farmer scaries. I'm heading back to the house.
Oh, you big beefy pawed sumbitch. What'd you carry? Like 800 pounds
dude.
a hand?
Well, no, we're working that way. But no, we're doing back and forth at 220 a hand.
220. So damn, those are. You got dumbbells that heavy, or is that one of those trap bars?
No, it's the we're using those. Have you ever seen those farmer? They look like it's like a big red block, big red rectangle, and it's got horns on both sides where you load up plates. So they're about 120 pounds, and you just keep loading shit on top of it.
No, but I haven't seen those.
Yeah, they're long rectangles. You'll see them at events and stuff.
Long rectangle. Okay, red.
Yeah, you see them at events. They're called farmers. It's funny enough. They're called farmers. It looks like something you see at a farm. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But no, we've gone. I've gone 300 a hand on that before.
Damn, that's beefy. That's some grip
beefy,
strength,
baby. Yeah, man, gripping that wee all the way home. So what you guys talking about Israel?
Yeah, so catch you up a little bit here. I was just fascinated by the whole pager attack because I was out of the loop for a while yesterday, and I was like, pager attack? I was like, is that a person or and then I was like, holy shit, they're talking about old school pagers. And then I saw they said they blew up pagers, and I was thinking, well, how in the hell did they do that? Did they overheat the battery somehow?
All right,
and then as it started coming out, it was a logistics thing, a supply chain attack. So it's like, holy damn, that's awesome.
Well, the leak, the supposed leak to the U.S. from Israel, which is a little like us two going and talking about stuff we want everyone to know about, is that supposedly, the Israelis intercepted all of the beepers at one point, and then installed, they had perfect room to install little explosives in every one, and the U.S. didn't know anything about it.
No.
So my guess is they had it all the way from the supply chain, and the U.S. definitely knew about it.
Oh yeah,
because
it smells like a CIA operation to me.
Well, because they don't, like, how do you communicate with each other? And you can't use cell phones. Like, they don't trust cell phones anymore, so they just turn them off, right?
Yep.
But you need something. So the pager idea, very old technology, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they couldn't do much with it, so they just lit them up.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I mean, that's funny.
Well, I like too. The other thing I liked about it was they. I mean, this whole thing was just really smart. But the really smart thing to me was they programmed a delay in it. They essentially activated the pager, gave them a few seconds or whatever to get it in their hand and put it by their face to read it, and then kaboomy.
Kaboomy. Yeah. I don't know, which I think is funny because there's a bunch of guys that shoot guns, all the time. So how much can they really hear anyway? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I guess, so 8 dead, 3,000 injured. I hope that's the right 3,000, but.
Yeah, that was my thing. The latest I saw was 9 dead, about 2,800 injured. So I was just wondering too, like, I guess Israel said, screw it. Collateral damage, we don't care. Everybody in this region is fair game.
Well, one of the leaks had been that they had, a couple other guys had figured out that there was a bomb inside the pager.
Yeah.
And their choices were, take the L or blow up what you can.
Yep.
So
yeah,
they
didn't want to lose the element of surprise. But I just wonder, were they ever going to actually be able to control which one's detonated, or is it an all or nothing?
My understanding is the way a pager works, and I'm just some guy, is that you've got to have all those pager, because it's those little, I don't know if you've ever heard of those sounds and whistles. We get them on the airplane. That's what the cell call is. Have you ever heard of the cell call? It's a pager for the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got those like 16 different sounds or whatever it is.
Okay. And
then they play them in in order. But I think you got to do that all at the same time. You got to do those all like a mass text. So yeah, you could pick which one to blow up.
So they just blew them all up.
I think you gotta. I mean, I do kind of understand Waffleopagus's concern of what the fuck you doing, but the only reason why this is a pretty merciful, compared to the ways they could do it, pretty merciful. The idea they're still getting rocket shot at them every day. The only reason we're not hearing about it is because apparently we have endless missiles for that Iron Dome.
Yeah.
They're shooting down the missiles, so. I don't know. It seems like everybody's just kind of retreated to their corners, but it's still a real war going on.
I'm also curious, too, if there's any of these pagers that are out in the wild, like not in the intended area, that if they'll start trickling out and seeing some that didn't get blown up or whatever, that were off.
Possibly. I think they're all being. I think everyone in Lebanon is throwing their pagers in the trash.
Yeah.
Also. I don't think anyone had any pagers except for the, I'm going to be that guy. I don't think any of them had pagers except for those guys. I think the pager thing was strictly a Hezbollah thing.
Yeah, as far as I know, like even doctors these days, it's all smartphones and stuff. So.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I'd have to ask. I don't think there's anyone I know of that has pagers. No. I got two of the mommy friends are doctors. One's a butt doctor, the other one's a neurologist, but neither one of them have pagers either.
Well, the model of the pager, it's a hilariously coincidental one. It's a Gold Apollo AR 924. So yet again, another AR style rifle causing mass casualties.
Yeah,
AR style weapon. Sorry, not rifle. AR style weapon.
AR style weapon. That's right. AR style weapon. I love it. I hope they just texted them shalom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see? And you saw the Iranian ambassador got hit with that, right?
No.
To Lebanon. Okay, I didn't know if you caught this.
Nope.
So if you listen to me talk about Iran more than once or rail against Iran, they run all those countries. They all feel like they don't, but it's the Iranian Empire.
Yeah.
The Iranian ambassador to Lebanon has long been suspected to be running Hezbollah. by, I don't know if suspected even is the right word. We've been accusing that guy of running Hezbollah over there.
Yeah.
So this would kind of confirm it, to me anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see because we don't refer to Iran as the Iranian Empire. There's still a lot of maybe they'll be our friends. They vacation in Europe. They must really be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if it'll change any now that it's oh, he was definitely Hezbollah. Okay.
Yeah, a little more concrete evidence there tying them to the group, right?
Hard to get worse than that. Yeah. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got?
So, yeah, I think we've covered everything on that one. The other thing I was looking at, this is more of kind of outside of the politics and world news stuff, but the Amazon killing the remote working and tell everybody back in, bitches, 5 days a week. Oh, did I lose you?
Yeah, one that hits close to you, I'm sure.
A little bit. I mean, here in Nashville, we do have a huge Amazon headquarters, so I don't actually know that I know anybody that works there, strange enough.
Well, weird. But if Amazon's doing it, well, I guess you guys are already back in the office.
Well, yeah, our office has been rumored for pretty much all year that they're about to say, all right, everybody back in 5 days a week. But I think it's just kind of going so well right now that they're okay with our unofficial policy of, hey, just do 3 days a week at the office, and y'all can pick 2 days a week and stay at home. So I think as long as nobody starts really abusing said policy or making a big stink of it, they might let us slide for a while, which works out good. I go in on an average of 4 days a week. This week, 4 days this week also. And that's pretty good for my type of work. I need to be in person for a lot of stuff, but it is nice to have 1 or 2 days a week at home where I can stay heads down. When we're not in the office, we tend to have a lot less meetings, so I can actually get work done, and then I can also, dick off for half an hour and stream like this. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, gotcha.
I actually get more work done too because I cut out my commute. So when I, that's at least an hour each day total back and forth. And also when I leave the office and come home, I'm 100% not getting back online at all unless there's an emergency and somebody calls me. But if I'm already at home and my computer's docked on my home office, I might hop on while watching football or something random like that, as long as we're not at a kid event or something. So they actually get more hours out of the day out of us, I think, when we work from home.
That was always my question. The productivity, because for a lot of us, productivity is king. Productivity is money, everything else. And everything I'd ever seen was that productivity is up when you do the at-home, which I was always curious why, who is HR got the body on that would allow them to come back to the office when you make so much more money, letting them do whatever they want. Even, I know the IT people were all pissy because they found out their employees were working for 6 different companies at the same time.
I'm sure there's some double dipping going on. And we have a few bad apples in our bunch that, we know that they're dicking off, not doing what they're supposed to. We can't get a hold of them during the day when they're supposed to be working. I mean, they won't answer emails, IMs, or phone calls. And when they do call you, you can tell they're out somewhere they're not supposed to be. Very few of those, though, as far as I know. I think a lot of the mandatory back in the office stuff also resulted from some tax breaks that were given out to these large companies that were building massive offices downtown. Got huge tax breaks from the local governments with the with the pitch that, hey, look at all these bodies we're going to have in our office that are going to go out to eat. They're going to be boosting the local economy by buying groceries, doing some shopping, buying lunches and dinners and blah 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 blah. So I think there was a little bit of backfire on that as well.
I know Phoenix, that's the excuse that's used, is that the local businesses can't survive.
Yeah, gotta pay for those $5 cups of coffee somehow.
Yeah. Am I echoing on your side?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not in my headset, anyways.
Good enough. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
don't know.
sound
What do you
fine.
think is
Everybody says.
next for the at-home stuff? Do you think we're going to keep doing it? Do you think 3 and 2 is going to work?
I think it's going to be by business like this. I think a lot of these bigger companies, it almost sounds to me like they can do what they want right now. I think the job market for workers has slowed a little, so they can get away
Yeah,
with
that's what I
this.
had seen.
And I think this is an easy way to cut headcount. Um, I think it's an easy way to cut headcount without doing layoffs. So I think we'll find a balance long term.
Yeah, to me the balance. I mean, there's the money would balance a lot of that, but yeah, I don't know. HR is always funny. I never know what they're thinking.
They
It's
think they think highly of themselves. I know that.
yes, yes they do, yes they do. Um, but I don't know. It's kind of nice. I like when people have more days off because it seems like they travel more. So
Yeah.
that's which they shouldn't be doing. But if it lines my pocketbook, I'm not too concerned. That's my official stance.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see something too. Like instead of X amount of days per week, it'll be per month, or maybe there'll be like 1 week a month you can work from home, or who knows? I don't. I think it's just gonna vary.
That's what a certain bank out here is doing. My sister's actually going to watch my kid for me at my house for like 2 days. I got a 2 day starting tomorrow.
Oh,
Um,
well, that works out
yeah,
good.
so you can come over tonight, and then she's going to work at my place, work at my house. Got her all set up with the big screen, the big screen, the gaming rig,
Huh.
and then she'll head out on Friday, and then get back to her house when my mom gets back in town. So, and then nanny's starting up October, November.
Oh, you got one lined up. That's good.
It's down to 2 right now. I got to interview one more today. But yeah, we'll make some decisions, start doing some trial runs, and
Heck yeah.
see how that goes.
So
So
how's school going?
it's going good. It's manageable. She's
New year, new grade. It's always kind of it's
new
like
year, new grade. That helps. It's a lot more work. Fourth grade's a lot more work than third grade was. But she's got a really good attitude. It just continues to.
That's
And
what that's what
yeah.
makes a difference.
Well,
So
and I don't recognize it because that's just kind of how we are. But
yeah,
the teachers all say the same thing. It's like, oh, okay, good. So good attitude, so they want to help her.
yep. Well, my wife's a teacher, and you could tell the kids that have good parents at home because they just
Yeah,
they just know what to
that's
do.
so sad. Oh man, I gotta tell you this. Yeah, but yeah, we got one that doesn't, and boy, is he a problem.
Yeah.
I've already fought that battle. We got that done with earlier. So anyway, what else? What you got for news?
That's
News
pretty
report.
much it. I was only gonna stream till about 8:30, so I gotta hop off pretty soon.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Hey, thanks for calling, man. Have
You
a
bet.
fun 2-day trip.
Oh yeah, Reno. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, I was neglecting the chat here. Yeah, work's starting to get busy. I'm gonna have to hop off in a momento. Any more fallout from the attempted assassination? I haven't seen any more. I think this whole pager attack thing really just kind of took over on the news cycle there. I'll tell you what, I'll hop over to Axios real quick, see if there's anything else. Nope. 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 Tupperware filing Chapter 11. That's just a restructuring though, so. Nope. Here's more office work, or back in the office stuff. No, the assassination thing has run its cycle. So, not surprised there, honestly. Alright, everybody. I do have to hop off of here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the call there, Pilot. Everybody have a lovely day working or doing whatever. See ya.